didn't move
Welcome
to the
back
right
to Pleasant
chat.
Anyway,
Who just dropped?
not me.
Uh,
Did we
oh
drop?
wait, everyone's going to. Yeah, they're hopping over.
I can't believe. Well, I can't believe. We were supposed to do this before we started.
I know. And y'all didn't. You just started it.
We did it live.
Truly.
Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live. God, that's a dated
Ayo.
reference.
Ayo. Alrighty. But we're back. I know it's been a while. But my favorite song by Stain.
Run around.
Exactly. So
So,
we got a bunch of new stuff happening, but first things first, we got to recap as we always do before we get into this new exciting stuff because I left y'all off on a nasty cliffhanger. So, what happened last time, folks?
I believe we got out of jail.
Last, yeah, I think that was the last thing that happened. We didn't really. We haven't
Yeah.
even entered the actual place that we're going next. I
Nope.
think we got. Oh wait, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, the
Because we
filler
got
episode.
transported from the prison. Um, I remember I got. Lyric got tranquilized because he kept fucking with Tasha while Tasha was stuck in a metal crate, and everyone else was being civilized and not a fool.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Something like
this.
that.
I think there was like one more night before we got in the car. We got to spend one more night pretty much just talking with each other, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't exactly remember what was said or done.
Wow.
I
hurt.
think Silas.
I'm
I think
hurt.
Silas. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 2 episodes ago or not. Okay, now I do remember. Thank you,
Ouch.
Silas.
Oh,
Sorry, it's been a while. I couldn't remember how many episodes back this happened. So Silas, pretty at one point tried to apologize to um Lyric about tricking him. I can't remember if I made him too stupid to realize that she was telling him that she was tricking him, but or that she had tricked him. But I do remember very specifically that now he hates Kipper, and he thinks that he may be um, Silas' mom or brother
something like that.
because Silas described what our race is like a little bit more and described how everything works a little bit more. And Lyric just took that like mashed potatoes in the wrong hole. It's going to be a fun time with that.
I tell you my trauma and you don't even remember. Ouch.
Like
My
mashed
hairs.
potatoes in
My
the wrong
hairs.
Yep.
hole.
Also, you killed your mom.
There you go.
I was getting to it, and and like and we learned a bit more about each other about how you could be a fighter who is able to be deadly if wanted, just you don't really want to unless it's warranted. And also I think I hazed you a little bit for hurting me more than Tosh.
I also forgot my favorite part and I put the character art up that I finally
No, no. Hold on.
platonically.
You know what? It's
Platonically.
platonically.
You
Oh
learned
my
what
god. I forgot that was that episode too. Yes, Lyric was like, "Hey, we're all apparently in a relationship because that's how he took that. Now Spears is afraid of him. All that work, just done, just done. Just now it's awkward.
Oh.
We also got Spears' backstory and how him and Connor's technically his stepdad. Or no, wait, Tasha?
Yep.
I thought that was the episode before, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was all in the same one.
I think it might have been. Yeah.
I
There was a
don't know.
lot that came out in the previous actual session besides the prologue recap.
Yeah,
Yeah, we find out that Tasha was possessive Wade, which may
Yep.
have started stuff. Spears was dating Connor, my bad. At some point, Tasha was Spears'
Mhm.
stepdad and killed Spears' mother. Da, 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 da. And then y'all took a celebratory shower.
Yep.
Silas and Lyric had a long
Yeah.
conversation. Da, 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 da. We get a nice celebratory buffet. And then Tasha's been put in a confinement cell, but might be coming with us. Tomorrow's our last day before meeting our new female commander. We vaguely got a breakdown of how the bases work. The warden claims to not know if we're going to be used for Project Egg, which was callback to the first episode, aka gene therapy, we'll say. Human experimentation. The training is supposed to have us be well-rounded individuals and focus on fixing our weaknesses.
I have no weaknesses.
Right, sure.
I mean, we have kind of seen that she's not lying.
And then we were put in a van, and Tasha's in a giant metal cage, tranquilized in said van. All I can think is them transporting the Juggernaut and
Deadpool 2.
Not Deadpool 2. It would have been one of the original X-Men.
Oh,
where he's in
X-Men. The
yeah,
one
with
where,
Mystique and all
yeah, where
that.
she makes him out. I think that was the Days of Future Past.
That's an old one too.
I think.
That's my childhood. That's all I know. But
Well,
yeah, that is
Yeah.
like, going over everything.
all right. Yeah,
I
no.
like how.
See,
Is this anything?
hmm?
Nothing. I just like I looked at the art and all I could think is Final Fantasy X.
Might be. I have no idea. I found a base that fit exactly my aesthetic and even had the right number on the front, so that's all that mattered to me.
Oh yeah, is this 666?
Yeah, didn't matter to me. It fit my aesthetic that I needed. Like scarcely to a point. I was like, wow, say less. It even has the dumb tram car right in the front. Let's go.
It's a video auditorium or coliseum.
You bet. So anyhow, you guys arrived here, and ultimately where we ended off, you guys were just getting off of the. Oh yeah, you also So anyhow, horrifically harassed the poor little guard that was just in there with you guys. Just the absolute trauma you have caused him for him just doing his job.
Poor day one, Leon.
Yep, poor Leon.
Oh my god, that's
Yes, I remember his name. Yep.
Leon.
That one wasn't even in the notes. Poor day
Yep.
one, Leon.
that
Day
was on
one,
brand
Leon.
for us though.
So you bully the crap out of what I like to call bitch Leon. Baby bitch Leon. Not badass RE4 Leon. Let alone RE2 Leon. Just
He has to
baby
get
bitch.
trauma to grow. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. You guys caused him to go to Raccoon City. How do you feel? You caused all of that.
He has to get trauma to grow. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. You guys caused him. Dumb.
He's gonna save so many not people.
Yep. So, oh, bless them. Are they not people? But we're not going to get into that debate. But ultimately, you all got to the base, and you, of course, Lyric was immediately targeted by this very strong, dark-haired gentleman, kind of like walking in to the of course Lyric van that you all are in. You all are still in your like prison clothes and shackled, and you're all being led out of the van. You notice there's like guards kind of lining up, just kind of like standing there with like guns and stuff, keeping watch of everything as you all are just getting good old walked in there and whatnot. And the guy in front of you, everyone's like, you know, doing the stereotypical like military, like, oh shit, it's this guy. Oh, shit, man. But the one thing you guys do notice is you just get like this sense of fresh air, though it's kind of like later in the day or early morning, and you hear the bustling of the town and just the whole cityscape and you're just like, holy cow, this, like, I'm not in jail. Like, you finally get to hear things again, and it's just nice. But unfortunately, you guys are still shackled. Sorry. So
Wow.
from there, it's a pretty like long trek to just this giant building that you all probably have seen one way or another, but never really like in it or really, really near it, because it's kind of raised up high in the city, as you can tell from this image here. And overall, can you all make a perception check for me?
Damn.
Wow, we are starting
Wow,
so
so strong.
strong. So
Can I take
strong.
my
We're just so absorbed by our freedom.
Yep,
Freedom!
let me get
Well, here's
As usual,
here's your
I just can't be
fun-
bothered to care.
strong.
We're
fun fact
just
for the
so
day.
absorbed by
Human
our
sense
freedom.
to smell
Yep,
fresh
let me
air and
get-
rain
As
is
usual,
actually
I just-
stronger
I
than
just
shark
can't be
sense
bothered
to
to care.
smell blood in water.
We're just so
Ayo.
absorbed.
So, yep,
Well,
I'm totally
Stakeen would have
distracted by
noticed.
it.
Yep, Stakeen would have noticed, but he's not here, so he's just absent-minded for the time being. But I will say none of you notice anything out of the ordinary. You're just like overall in awe.
Well, in fairness,
And then you also know
how
what?
could it be out of the ordinary? Our ordinary is prison. Everything here is
True,
out
true.
of that.
Overall,
Exactly. That's why we
fair.
didn't notice shit.
And then you also
Yeah.
Fast forward
How could it
7
be
But
years
more
out of
so,
ago.
you don't see anyone looking nefarious or anything. You just see people, and everything looks like, yeah, this looks like a military base.
Our standard is prisoners, so nothing could look more
criminal.
nefarious than Tasha.
True. True. Who
Yeah,
is
we had to deal
still
with Gustav Franklin for years.
You know what? I will say that, Sanchi, you're the highest one.
So
So I
nothing
guess
could
I'll
look
say,
more
as you're
nefarious.
like just taking it all in, of being like, holy shit, this building is huge. Like I've been around this area before, but good golly, this building's huge. And you then like turn back and you notice they're like carrying off the crate that is Tasha. You notice they're not taking him out of it, but he's being carried off on like a little like
I
trolley.
nudge Silas with my
Forklift?
elbow and point with my wing.
Ooh.
No,
Silent.
that's more him than me.
Yeah, me too. Wouldn't want to be in his crate.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so with that, you all finally enter and you go through this giant door. This just kind of like normal like
And so
intake
with
area
that,
of like, you know, like any
all
like semi
finally
kind of
enter
like
and you go through this
stocking.
giant door.
Forget the like
just
drop
kind of like
off. There's a actual word for it that I don't remember because I've never really
Loading
Well, I
dock.
did. There we go. I was like, what the hell do they call those things? I was like, what did we call them? We just called them like docks at my original job that I worked at when we had them. But either way, you all are just kind of walk in, everything's good. You all get to a hallway where you're like walking for a while. And you finally get to this portion in a hallway. Da 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 hallway. And you get to this hallway where no one's kind of standing around. It's just you and this guy, which I forgot I gave him such a corny name, and I love it so much because I purposely gave him a corny name. But you just walk in and you just hear kind of like metal echoing, and there are probably people walking around, but not close enough to you guys. And at this point, he goes over to one of the other people that are like escorting you all, and he's like, unshackle them. And they do. And they unshackle all of you, and he kind of looks at you as he escorts them, or he tells them to like get the fuck out of there, essentially. And he turns to all of you who are probably all like fucking with your wrist or your ankles or something because you were fully shackled up.
Definitely
goes-
stretching.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And he's like, you all can calm
Go
down.
to stretch.
It's fine. You're
I'm pretty
good.
cool.
Welcome to Base 2. I'm your current commander. You can call me Commander Quantum. It's such a dumb name. I love it.
Huge fan, Mr. Quantum.
So as
Yep.
soon as Lyric hears that name, he just flips the guy off.
And he just like looks at him and he just does a deep sigh, and you could tell like he's monologuing something, and he's
Have
just,
I would I have any knowledge of a Commander Quantum from the Thieves Guild archives?
you would have some knowledge of him. You know he's not necessarily like your rival, but he's someone you've unfortunately heard the name of a lot. And so you're familiar with him, but you've never seen him, you've never met him. You just know a lot of your colleagues are always like, oh no, so and so might be on the case. Dun dun dun. And so they can't do whatever they need to do. So
I
he was
see.
just like a constant nuisance to you in some way, shape, or form.
Well, then it's a
But-
pleasure to meet him in person.
Yep. And he just kind of like sighs and he's like, most people call me RQ. You are not allowed to do so. My
that?
apologies.
Okay, RQ.
And he just like looks at you and he's like, I didn't take long enough paternity leave. But anyhow.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
He's just like,
Congratulations.
thank you. He's like, I am one of your 2 commanding officers. You'll be meeting your major later, who will be truly in charge of all of you. Today, as you know, you started your first day here. I recommend that you be respectful. But overall, I'm your tour guide today. I'm going to show you around the facility, give you all your training schedules. No worries. You all will have time to talk about them and gossip as you feel inclined to do so. We have a space for that. We've also received all of your belongings. So anything you need will be in your rooms. That's already been assigned and dedicated to you all.
So this is our orientation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
What's that mean?
How are? Sorry. Yeah. How are the benefits here? What kind of salary are we expecting?
you will be receiving compensation to more so an allowance you'll be given to spend
Oh.
on the one day that you're allowed out.
What are we,
But that-
children?
Yes.
I thought we
yes,
were
you
working
are.
adults.
What's orientation?
He just like sighs and puts like his hands like on his head and he's just like,
What are the
get paid
benefits
enough.
like?
the benefits are you're going to be trained all back so you can go right back into society at some point, but overall you're going to be okay, cool. All right, so overall you all are going to be, I'm sorry, what did you ask? I'm so,
What are our benefits?
your benefits,
What's
your freedom
orientations?
at some point.
Oh,
For now, you're going to become soldiers and still be able to have some semblance of freedom.
no
Monitored,
health
of course.
insurance.
Yes.
Orientation is becoming a soldier.
Yes. You will have medical staff. We will be going to the medical bay. You'll also be given food. Any sort of dental, eye care, all of it is covered. So, to answer your question, full benefits.
And sunflower seeds.
If it's in your
Diet.
regulated diet, then yes, which we have all of that already pre-planned as well,
3 square
based
mice
off
a
of the
day?
medical restroom. I'm sorry?
3 square mice a day?
We have better food than mice.
She's a
Mm,
no.
We're not barbarians.
Okay.
That's racist.
Sounds kind of barbaric. Well, anyway.
Eating mice.
That is a little insensitive if you ask me.
No one asked you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Please
I'm
don't-
not talking about you. I'm talking about whatever status he is.
Oh,
I'm your
well,
commanding officer.
Sir Commanding Officer, show some respect.
Heh.
Sorry, officer. Go ahead. Commander Quantum.
Thank you. I can't stand them. he's just so over it already. He's like, oh, I can't wait for her to take care of you. Either way,
oops,
She's a how you say.
I didn't mean to that last one. Sorry. Forgot.
yes, your
Damn.
major is a female.
All right, now question: are either of you single?
Oh my god.
I am
We're
married
doing this already.
He has
with
a
a
child.
newborn child. If you must
Mhm.
know.
He's basically dead already.
Connor just loses it. Connor just loses it. And he just sighs. Like, Wade's like, shut up. And he's smacking his arm.
Silas will let out a little giggle, but she is going to full on pretend she doesn't understand what anyone's saying.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyways.
Fuck.
So, he's like, did we sign off on this? Who signed off on this? All right.
It is
Either
very
way.
important.
Yes, your job is very important here, but
Wait, what about her?
What is our
your
job here?
major,
You didn't answer about her. You just said yourself.
I don't know her relationship status.
And you're supposed to be in charge, and you don't know shit.
No, she's my boss.
And I thought you were really good at finding things out.
It's not my team.
That's why he's
it's
not the
Team
boss.
13. But
Really good at finding
I
things out.
digress. You It's all not will be my getting class
That's why he's not the
schedules.
boss.
No, you will not have all your classes together. Sorry. Some of you may, some of you may not. But you're all on the same schedule. Nonetheless, you at least have lunch together. And of course, all of these classes are going to be tailored to what we saw needed improvement from the test or incidences we witnessed at your previous facility.
Great, so I
Mhm.
don't have any classes.
I
That's what it's
believe
going to
you're-
be like to go to school.
Yes, essentially for you. I believe your warden gave a summary of our notes and possible concerns and goals for you all.
No, I don't remember that.
You believe.
I
What
looked
makes
at
you
it.
think we know if they did it?
I know they did, but I tried to be nice.
Oh no.
So you do know
Regardless-
something.
I know a lot of things. Regardless, you all will be stronger and more equipped for not only your missions ahead, but also be rehabilitated back into society. Soon you will meet with the Major, who I'm sure you're all very thrilled about. At least 2 of you will be.
Mm-hmm.
Which two?
Either way, you'll all be having a meeting with her, and then you'll have the rest of the day to relax after the tour. Classes start tomorrow at 9 a.m. Seeing today is Sunday, classes will start on Monday for you. If there's no other further questions,
No happen. So what are we going to be doing here? Aside from the classes, of course.
she will go over that with you guys.
Then what? Okay.
He still doesn't know shit.
Well, I mean, did we at least get a tour around the base? You said you were
That's-
our tour guide.
That's what I'm doing. I
Alright.
asked if there's any further questions
Well, you said there were
before.
no. You sounded like you were gonna leave. Is all.
No.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
gonna
he
guide
wants
you
to.
all through the facility.
All right.
I
Let's
know
go.
if you leave, we then have to catch you again and then put you back in jail. Apologies.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Did anyone have any questions before we start the tour?
Entschuldigung, ich spreche kleine Common. I don't understand.
Does anyone know
What?
how to translate for her?
Yes.
Zhao Hao.
What?
Was ist das? Ich spreche nicht. das nicht kommen, das nicht Abyssal, das ist nicht Celestial. Just kind of throws her hands up and like shrugs.
Alright,
You
I thought
both
she was gonna speak Corey, but she's not.
oh my god. By the
You
nines.
tired of them already?
I
Ducking kind
Yeah.
of smiles at him.
it's just like
I
knew
think my
today was
stupid rubbed off on Silas here.
It's okay. We have someone that can translate for her. And he legitimately pulls over like a guard. He just like whistles, and a dude comes over and he's like, translate the beginning speech to her, please, in the language she's speaking.
Ah, danke, danke.
And they do it.
Okay.
Translate it just on site. He's just like, I don't have time to say it again in German. So he just doesn't. And he's like, no, I'm not doing this. Someone else can.
Nein,
you all-
it's scheiße, it's scheiße, du. It's okay.
And he just like
I literally-
almost glares.
I'm literally like, I'm just shitting you in German, like,
He just like turns back and he's just like, are you effing serious?
He's gonna love
Why
us.
did I get? It's like, why did I get sent here? And he
Lyric goes up
off.
to Silas. Lyric goes up to Silas. English. I mean, common. Common. You can do this. You're better speaker than everyone here, except for maybe.
scheiße.
And then
Nice.
Lyric goes back at the last. Never mind, you're the best speaker here. Why aren't you doing it?
Ich weiß.
And he walks you all to the cafeteria. And he's like, now this shouldn't have to be explained too much. This is where you will eat. And usually it's open 24 hours a day, depending on people's schedule, of course. They are open 24 hours a day. Some people come in late. Overall, all the food is curated to whatever diet plan you've been given.
Oh no.
We received all your information from the prison based off of your physical, blood work. We know where you guys are lacking, and we want you in the best ability, in the best shape to do your job, as your job will be important. Overall, if you need it changed, it can be discussed with one of our medical personnel on our medical team in the med bay, which you will see later. And in this cafeteria, despite the image, besides the one person standing there, there's several, like a few other groups, like kind of chilling and talking. And of course, there's just like the TV up top that's just like playing like random like screenshots of the town or the city and whatnot. So there's nothing of like crazy note in here. And he turns and you could tell he's almost scared to ask. He's like, does anyone have any questions about the cafeteria?
Where's the booze?
Not in our facility.
Wie viele Gelder?
Wait, I was promised.
It's like, who promised you booze?
Prison warden. He said that we'd be able to have it as long as we behaved.
No, that
So
doesn't-
I don't feel like I need to be.
I promised him the booze.
You could take that
You
up with the
did?
major. He's just like, Nope.
How
He's
we
so tired of us already.
how we pay?
it's free.
Thumbs up.
Free, you say?
Everything in the facility that's given to you is of no cost.
Can we stop for a bun?
Oh, all right. But
Like right now?
booze. Where can I get?
From my understanding, you guys will only be allowed the free day on Saturdays. So, but there are rules and regulations with that as well, which your major will cover later. But if you would like to grab some food now, you're more than welcome to.
I'd like to grab like a little bun.
Go for it. You walk up and there's like free buns there. Like just like there's like a whole little like snack area that's just like there for the taking.
Buns
A
galore.
little
I'll
meaty
say like
bun.
Silas' eyes light up and definitely like grab one of each thing.
He's just
So like literally an armful, like has to have a bag of snacks with her. Might shove it in the bottom of her shirt because she never buttons it up.
You
Just
notice
that
good old RQ just like walk up with like a bag, and he just like does the usual like grocery bag like fan out thing that you do, and he just like holds it open and he like glares at you. He's like, "You're allowed to use the bags."
Ah, Tonka.
Holds it. He's just like, "Oh my god." Taking care of my newborn's easier.
True.
That's just it.
Oof.
That's just it.
Nothing at all. Just like hands the bag to you. And he's like, "Are we good to move on?"
Hold on, I'm gonna grab a snack, and Lyric just takes a sad bun, and just like stuffs it in his mouth.
He's just, and then like he leans to you and he's like, "You and me both need a drink, bud. Let's go."
Lyric lights up and pats the dude on the shoulder. You are my best friend today.
He just sighs. He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Moving on to the training." Oops, I didn't drag y'all. All right, you all are in the training rooms. He then walks you guys out of here and down a few other hallways and whatnot, and he goes, "This is our usual class/training rooms. Some of you will have classes possibly in the weight room/gym room as well. But overall, most classes are done here or with an instructor. But yeah, this is pretty much the classroom that you guys will be in, depending on your schedule, of course. Anyone have any questions about the training room?"
What kind of equipment do they have?
Well, we have
hard?
computers, top of the line. And how hot?
No, how hard can we hit things in here?
I wouldn't recommend hitting things. There's no reason. We have a whole gym for that.
Oh, I thought that
Said this was the training room,
I
though.
thought this was the gym.
For the classrooms. Yes.
Oh,
The
I
gym is
misunderstood.
down the hall. Some of you will have class in the weight room depending on your schedule. So if you have a more dexterity-based class or just your strength training that you'll have at least one period of each day, you have 5 classes a day. You then will be in
One
that room.
period.
You have 5
Why is
classes
a
a day.
period
That's
pointed? But is it training or classes? And what's
both.
it? And why is a period somewhere other than the end of a sentence?
Thank goodness you're in English 101. Moving on. To the weight rooms. Da, 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 da! You have a whole gym. Ultimately, you have a gym. This is where all of you all will be going for your strength training class.
Lyric
slash
raises his
period.
hand.
Yes.
Can I hit things here really hard?
Yes, we have bags off to the left.
Oh yeah, sure, bags.
Hmm.
Looks at the fancy stuff in the room.
Yep. He's like, overall, there's a few other extra rooms off the side here that are for classes that are weight training based or need a little bit more physical that could not be done in a classroom setting. This, of course, is also open 24/7. So if you just want to come here one night when you can't sleep or early in the morning before everything, you are free to do so. Any questions about the gym? Okay.
What the fuck was
What the
that?
hell was that?
My dog, sorry.
I was like, Silent Hill, why don't you join here?
This is just
Yeah,
a question about the
there's
gym.
something
Head comes
weird-ass
busting
scream.
through.
Yep. Silent just
Ugh.
burst out the dude. Yeah, absolutely. No. Sorry.
God.
Got excited. Just
All
imagine
right.
just out of nowhere, any questions just
Oh
barking.
god.
Like, how many languages do you know? No, but
You know how many languages, but not fucking common? No. She's playing the long game right now. That's all.
Yep. It's all good. And he then like slowly sighs. He's like, the next room is the bathroom where you need to go after showering or, use the restroom.
Oh no.
All of it's there for you, like a normal bathroom. If you want to see it, there he is. He like opens a door to it. Thank you, Daz Studio. But ultimately, there's a bathroom. Oh. Everyone good?
I think so.
See.
Okay, cool. I don't know. It just said I disconnected and I was like, or I heard the disconnection noise. But
I'm disconnected.
okay,
My bad.
you're good. So he's like, this is the restroom. You do restroom things in, of course. There's like each of the like there's like a whole like area and then there's like doors. So you guys have walked in the door. So each individual like stall has like the full bathroom setup. So like the shower, sink, toilet, bathtub, all of them have it, and there's a bunch of them. And he's like, all right,
They're nuts.
Can we have a share of these?
Kleba.
if you want to share them, but most of the time they're cleaned pretty regularly as well. So
Yeah, that's totally what I meant.
I'm not too sure what you asked. I'm sorry, Lyric.
I said, can we share these?
Yes. He just like, he's like, I don't know what you guys want. Moving on
I'm not sure. I
to
want
the
share
medical
these.
bay. Da-da-da-da. Medical bay. And he's like, and this is the medical bay. You guys will be here for any additional testing that needs to be done through your basic training, which will last a month or 4 weeks. Every Sunday, you all will be required to come here, have additional testing done, just overall checkups. If you ever need a bandage or injured in some way, our medical staff is available. I feel like it's self-explanatory. Is there any questions? Comments, concerns?
Don't you get tired of asking if there are any questions?
I ask because Lord knows if I don't, you never know.
No questions.
Never know what.
He's got a point.
What's the
Thank you.
point?
No,
You
but he's got
exist.
it.
Exactly. Thank you, Stucky.
What was that supposed to mean? Why are you thinking? What the fuck just happened here?
Oh, Lord. Moving on. And here we are into your guys' corridor. There's a few other teams that also are in this corridor, but this specifically is for your area. Team 17, which you'll learn more about later. But ultimately,
Oscar's
this is
question.
just a common area for you to relax in between eating, can't sleep, classes, whatever your downtime is when you have it, whether you're in training or not. Some people come in. Most of the time, each team has their own corridor, so they usually use their own space once they are assigned out to a team. This is mainly for our new recruits in training.
We ever gonna see that big fucking asshole in our corridor?
Tasha?
Yeah, that shithead.
No, he's on Team 18 already.
What's Team 18?
Team 18, codename Carton. What they do, classified.
Spears isn't over there, is he?
No, he's with. And Spears just like kind of taps you on the shoulder, like, what do you mean? I'm with
Lyric
you.
looks. Lyric looks over at Spears. Just immediately is like, fuck.
It's just like, what the hell, man?
Sorry, I'm just. Look, I'm really bummed about the boost. I'll make it.
He just sighs. He's like, and then of course down the hall over here in the corridors, each of your guys' bedrooms. They've all been assigned already with names. They have your personal belongings, clothing, along with uniforms that have all been tailored to your guys' skills or skills you will be having in the future. A quick look into the bedrooms. There you go. Nice and private. None of you guys share a room. You all have your own rooms, and
Can we?
if you would like to share, you can.
Nice.
Most people like to have their space after being in prison, but to each their own. And he leads you all back to the rec room, or just the little recreational area. And he sits down. He's like, also in here we do always have a copy of the of the news is out and about. So there's a copy of it here if you all would like to read it. I also have your class schedules that I can hand out to all of you at this time, and we finished our tour a little early due to no questions or anything. But before I hand out the class schedules, was there anything you all wanted to ask?
Glasses Project Egg.
Translator? And he looks over at the dude that's just been following you this whole time.
I think I want to know what this egg thing is about.
Oh, Project Egg.
Yeah.
Ah. Not my
How
jurisdiction.
do you understand that?
The translator looks like, dude, I just talked.
No,
My God.
Lyric's looking at Silent, and he's because he's just confused. What? How do you know about that? But you can't understand anything else in common right now. I'm so confused about your situation.
Nein, ich bin Spieler. Es ist gut, es ist gut. You'll mind link with him and just be like, I'm just fucking with him.
In the mind link, not out loud. Oh, right. That's awesome. I mean, back out in the open. What the fuck are you saying?
Oh my God. And at this point, he starts handing out your guys' classes, which I am sending you all on Discord. And yes, there is an easier way to do this, but we are role playing here, so do not do the most obvious thing, folks. I handed it individually to you all for a reason, so you all can communicate about it, okay? And let me
Is it
open
living
up.
in my class?
Ah, man.
So,
My
Alright,
classes suck.
Hang on a
let me
second.
get all three of them.
Yep.
And also, did I just close out of that? Am I an
What's my-
absolute
Lyric
dummy?
just starts sweating looking at his
What's
schedule.
my major?
He's not gonna
So-
say anything though.
And also for you all, if you want to read it, because it's right there on the table and on a nice little hologram, is the brand new and improved document for you guys that will happen each session. There'll be a nice new little news article for you all to read as you want. But
Sweating
Yep.
intensifies.
yeah. And so it's I worked nice and hard on it, no worries. It's oh so effort filled. It should just work with the link. Hopefully you guys don't need to request access. If you do, let me know, because Lord knows Google loves to say oh, anyone with this link is good, cool, and then it still demands you to ask for.
It's
request.
like you have to do that every single. Oh, look, I have to
Oh,
choose.
yep.
God, I hate this. Thankfully, my email's up and ready,
think-
so we'll be good to go.
I think there
Oof.
is I had the same issue and I figured out the way around it.
I had it working
on.
once, but Lord knows.
Hmm.
Lord knows. So yeah, if y'all just want to request access to it, then you can.
Sure.
And then
Let's log in his plasma coin. Ah,
I have
There we
requested
go.
access and put it in
Yep.
my
me
notes. I
too.
have it.
So Zero, you
Um,
don't have to, because it'll just be in plasma coin.
Yay!
if it will ever
Yay,
allow
we
me
can
to
cheat.
Send
do
it.
it. Will this load? What is happening? Yeah,
Dude, tonight has been all of the fucking weird shit.
Hey, but here's the promising thing. You know how people know this is a plasma coin stream? 'Cause something always fucks up.
Wow, did I just F this up for myself? What does that
No.
pop up? Not restricted. Anyone with the
Can you
link.
copy and paste the thing in chat?
No.
Review.
Don't
Hey,
do
I
that,
can
though.
see it.
You will be a viewer. You will be a viewer. You will be a viewer. Share. Share.
Yay, look. Aw,
Share.
this is cute.
Thanks. There you go. You all now should be able to see it. And each week, each session, this will be updated. So if you
I
want
was
to.
gonna look at it and then look at him
So-
suspiciously, like,
Akin looks at the paper and looks at Lyric. Then he walks over to Lyric and goes, "Do you want me to read this to you?"
I forgot about that.
Hold on, I'm still opening the bulletin.
Exactly.
Lyric looks at Stockade and then looks at the bulletin and then he looks at
Scribble!
Stockade and he goes, I know what you're talking about. I can totally read hieroglyphs. Yes.
Okay.
And then he just like puts it really close to his face. No, help me, please.
What are
I
these symbols?
don't-
All
Do you not
right.
know how to read either?
No, at the top. The FX robot paper thing.
Do you want me to read it to you too, Sanchi?
No, I can read. Also, who's Scribble's coward?
Can I actually? I want to give you a shout out for once again putting in Scribble.
Thank you, thank you.
Has
Thank
she even
you.
told you like the story about Scribbles and how he was literally in like 3 sessions?
No, so my Scribbles is different than your Scribbles because my Scribbles was my character who had a nickname Scribbles because he literally could not read and could not write. So when he was asked to write his name, he literally just scribbled on a piece of paper and
But no,
they
Xandra
call
is
them
correct.
Scribbles.
Xandra is correct. It is that Scribbles. It is my character Scribbles.
Well, seeing how his whole thing is being a scribe, it's like, yep, he is
Yep.
here again.
Yep. You bet he is. The
And his
meta
name isn't-
continues.
And fun fact, his name isn't Scribbles, it's Pencil Noises, but we just call him Scribbles.
Exactly. He was my barbarian Kinku who worked at a
Aw.
like a postal service. And on his first day of work, he got kidnapped, and then that's how he met the other group. And he thought it was a normal day as being a mail carrier to get kidnapped and then just be with someone else.
It sounds like Big News Morgan.
It was.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Scribbles was a blessing to play for whole 3 sessions. But and that since then he's lived on in every other campaign. I refuse to let him die. But
Oh.
I digress. So yeah, there's all of that. And he like kind of like after he hands out all of the schedules and whatnot, he's like, with you all in here, you all can shower, clean up, get changed into your clothes. But I'm gonna take my leave for a bit, and I just recommend you all stay in here while we wait for our major to finish some of her meetings, okay?
Becky
Thank
nods
you.
and turns to Lyric. Can I read this to Lyric just
Yeah.
out loud so that our
Yeah.
audience knows what this says as well?
Absolutely, and he steps
Oh
out.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Lyric. So this is what this says. Maybe one day I'll teach you how to read, but today is not that day. So it says, on Tuesday, no, wait. Are the new recruits tied to the 3GG study? On Tuesday, it was announced that the Florentines military was having a new training class arriving, but for once this training class was greeted behind closed doors. While we all searched for no reason, no one would answer any questions. A press conference was held earlier this week announcing the news that the training class would not be inducted to the public unlike all previous other classes. Any questions pertaining to this topic were met with, "It's classified." As expected with the most recent press conference held by the military Base 1 in Benedict about new research into a gene newly discovered being called 3GG, or egg.
Bunch of
Speculation flares up as could this new training class have something to do with the newly discovered gene. While nothing has
gene?
tied the two events together, another press conference will be held on Friday, supposedly from the press conference today, where at Base 2, Commander Rylan Quantum spoke on the new recruit class. The new class will not have the usual public ceremony, but will have a press conference on Friday. This will not be a live recording, and only authorized press will be allowed in. I'm assuming that's your fault, Lyric. Following this statement, any further questions
Wait, hold on.
on
What
the
does
matter
that fucking mean? I
were
am a
met
delight
with-
to be around.
I'm assuming they want more professional press for your particular situation. Following this statement, any further questions
Another
on the
insult.
matter were met with, "At this time, we are not allowed to discuss any additional information. While we all wait until Friday, reporters from FNN asked if anyone else would be at the press conference for Friday. Commander Quantum replied with, 'I will be attending along with our mayor in charge of the new recruits,' followed up by a question asking who the major over the new recruits would be. Major, not mayor. Oops. That will be disclosed to the public at Friday's press conference. At the time, Commander Quantum then left the podium answering no further questioning. More stories available on tbb.egg/Florentine_news.egg.
What's a gene?
What do you mean, what's a gene?
What is a gene? You kept saying it over and over again, and is it like a pant leg? Like a single pant leg?
Well, I suppose you would be correct in that regard, that genes are, in fact,
Why would someone wear
genes. However, a gene is, and Stakeen kind of pokes Lyric, he goes, a gene is not necessarily what you wear, but it's what makes you you. It's very hard to explain.
Is this like philosophical? Is a gene like my
Yeah.
soul?
Yes and no.
It's
It
your
would
soup.
also be... What?
Silas just snickering in the background. Like,
It's science! Which is why you don't
Science.
understand it yet.
Oh, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, so it's science, but it has soul. But scientists don't believe in souls.
No,
At least that's what everyone tells me whenever I talk about my people. And well, it's up Silas. He like looks over at her. What were we
From
talking
what
about?
I understand, it's complicated. It can't be described in one necessarily overarching thing. Some scientists believe that there is no soul, others believe that there is. It really does.
has the commander left yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's been gone.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I just want to make sure. So Silas will just look at it and be like, a gene is like a blueprint for the body. It tells you how your body reacts. It's in all parts of your body, and it decides your hair color, your eye color, how strong you are, how quick you grow muscle, that sort of thing.
So it's like a god.
No. No, it's
It's
a
like
blueprint.
many little gods inside of you. Make it easy for him to understand.
It's
Like many little gods inside of you that determine who you are. There is one big god, but your body has many small ones. Does that make sense?
Are
more
they
like
platonic?
Yes. They're very platonic. And Stakeen is just kind of talking with his hands at this point.
Do
He's
you know what a
frustrated enough
recipe
to talk
is?
with his hands.
Do you know what a recipe is? Like how to cook, right?
Yeah.
Genes are like
Yes.
recipes for your
You
body.
cook well.
So, does that mean we cook inside? You know
Yeah.
what? There are some
Think about it.
questions to go from
How does food turn into poop? You cook it. Your genes decide how you cook it to turn it into poop. It's a recipe. It tells your body how to do things.
But what does that have to do
Sanchi,
with
do
this
you want
paper?
to take a stab at this?
No, I don't. I don't understand it either.
Uh,
What does it have to do with this paper? What does it have to do with us?
Well, I just wanted to know
they
what a
think
gene
we
was.
have the 3GG gene.
The commander's full of shit when he said he didn't know if we were parts of Project Egg. They will probably be doing experimentation on us. That is what it means.
So, is this supposed to be like triple the amount of gods in us?
No,
We
just
don't know.
one new god. One new god that could fuck up everything.
What a bastard.
It could fuck up
Exactly.
the voice inside our heads too, and she points back and forth to him. This is what I was saying. If the
Alright.
voice in your head gets weird, come to me, okay?
Oh, I know. If it's
Weird how?
usually, like you're
Because the
usually the
voice
voice
in
in my
his head
head,
may
and you're
already
weird.
be weird.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, you're always the voice in my head. Like literally, I hear you in my head more than anyone else. Maybe Sanchi. Wait, have I ever dived in your head, Sanchi?
No, let's keep it that way.
Well, you said how you have Silent Bob following you. If Silent Bob is not Silent Bob and looks like a monster, come tell me. Okay? That's better?
Thumbs up.
Okay.
With a smile. I just realized, like, as funny as this is, just think about the fact that Spears, Wayne, and Connor are behind us all, just
Oh yeah,
watching
they're
this
like
stupid
sitting in like the other little glass room, like going over their schedules. They're like, "Oh, okay, cool." They just let you guys go. They were like, they tuned in for the reading, and then they were like, "Okay, great." They're like, "Okay."
They're like, we do not want to jump in on this explanation of what genes are.
They were
We
like,
don't
"Nope,
want to teach lyric.
the experts got it. We're fine." So, what class are we sharing? Like, and then
Ah.
kind of-
What classes are we doing? I have strength, then negotiation, then lockpicking, then world politic, and
Sorry,
pre-med training.
lockpicking?
Apparently, although I'm okay.
Excuse me, that's a class?
Mm.
Apparently, it's 101, so it's easier.
Excuse me, are they trying to rehabilitate you? Or rehabilitate you? Weren't you the one that was, like, well behaved? And now you're gonna be
Wasn't
sneaking
I
in
the one who went to
places?
jail for stealing? I don't know.
Well, actually, it's fine if you wanna.
Wait, you didn't go to jail for the other? You know what? Never mind.
You shut up. That's
I'm shutting up.
Yeah,
You
kinda
shut
Yes,
up.
it
That's
is.
stupid.
What?
Hmm?
Sanchi?
Kinda strange if you
I don't know
went
if
to
I have
jail for
classes with you
lockpicking.
at all, Silas.
Well, I will see you at lunch and probably morning and night.
Probably.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, you might need help with your schedule. That's right.
No, I don't. I don't need help. Yes, and then he just like, over his schedule.
How will you
I'll-
know where you're going if no one reads it to you?
I don't know if I don't line up with anybody. I'm probably gonna get lost.
I should have asked for a map so we could show him where to go. Oops.
That's probably a
There's
good
a map
idea.
in here, no worries. You
Okay.
can just pull it up on your cool little tables. He's got it like at the ready.
Neat.
I'll pull it up and then I'll show him.
How to pull it up?
Well, but yeah, I'll read over it and I'll. Do you know numbers? Numbers are pretty universal.
I know
Tallies?
I know. What?
Tallies. We can do
Oh.
tallies. One line
Yes, I can do
equals one,
tallies.
two. Okay. She'll like mark where each thing is at like first class here, second class here on the
He
map
could-
for him.
Yeah, he could also share his classes so that way you guys know where you need to point them to.
I am imagining in character he is, or I'm looking
Mhm.
over his shoulder. I just
Yeah.
do not have it in person to do that.
True. True. Continue.
Oh. Could you also put the tallies on what time I guess I have to be at these places?
Yeah, I can tell you the time. I'll put a little clock next to it. Can
That'd
read
be
clocks,
excellent.
right?
A clock?
You can read
What?
clocks, right?
Well, I mean, if you put the tallies next to the some, I'm sure there's a time here somewhere, and if you put the tallies next to them, I'll just associate. That's
Okay.
a big word for me.
Yeah.
I'll just associate the numbers on the clock to whatever you show me.
Sounds good. And I'll put notes on there for him.
DM, were you expecting this in this new session?
Yes.
Teaching Lyric how to read.
That no.
Maybe that's when Silith works on teaching him how to read a clock for the rest of the night.
Oh my god.
No. I expected
I would've-
majority of this. Reading, no. But please continue. It's great. Great content.
Learn to read with Plasma Coin and
I was
Lyric.
So
I
is
saw
it?
that already.
Are the clocks
No, we
around
did
here?
not get through Elmo's preschool.
Are the clocks around here digital or with hands?
Digital.
Okay. So
Oh no.
no, I'll have to teach him numbers.
Oh no, Silas, no.
No. Oh, bless. Sanchi, what are you doing at this time?
We'll just say I can learn off screen for now.
Well, did he give us like a? Did he point us to a dorm or anything? Where he's
So you
staying?
guys entered a corridor, and then off of this rec room, he did show you guys all your bedrooms, which are just off of this corridor. So they're just in like one of the little like octagonal openings.
I guess I'm gonna go to the gym.
Okay. Yeah.
So are the new character photos us in the uniform? I'm assuming.
They are uniforms.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
As you go to like exit Sanchi, they just kind of look like there's two guards standing there that look at you, and they're like, "Weren't you told to stay in here until the meeting?"
Oh. No, I didn't think so.
And they just like look at each other like, "If you need the restroom, there's some in your corridor."
Well, when's the meeting?
It depends on when the major gets out
It
of her
sounds like I
meetings.
have time to get a quick workout in.
I would recommend staying in here at this time.
Mm, I don't know if you
It
really
shouldn't
know
be
what's
much
best for
longer.
me.
It shouldn't be much longer.
Well, okay.
Anytime the door opens, she is gonna go like Silith is gonna either stop talking or go back to Celestial.
All right. And at that point, they like close the door again. And you're just standing there, Sanchi, as they were definitely looking down to you because
fucking
you're very
rude.
short. You're short.
I was interested in
But no. So they closed the door.
Just because I'm short, they can look down on me? Crazy.
Wild. But yeah, so at this point, sorry, I
Krusty
itched
Krab
my
not
leg and then
fair.
I tore skin apparently, and that hurt.
Oh.
So Spears kind of comes out as like Wade and Connor are just like being Wade and Connor. And he like kind of walks out and he like scratches his hair or whatever, and he's like, "So who has strength training at 9 a.m.?"
That's me.
Nice.
At 9.
Do I?
Not me.
Well,
They
I
just
sent
hold
you
it up
your
to-
schedule, which you now would know how to read. I would imagine.
Yep,
Or
I've
know
got-
No,
where
I
you
just
need
know
to
how to read
go.
the numbers.
Yeah.
I just know the numbers.
And he like looks at your schedule and he's like, "You do as well, Lyric."
I was gonna say, if not, like, I'm gonna start drawing little pictures, so like a dumbbell is extra strength.
And he's just like, "Okay, interesting."
All right, so that says strength and weight training, huh?
Mhm. You have it in the morning?
Yep, 9 a.m.
Shoot.
Silith,
I'm fine with that.
Connor, myself, and Lyric. Sanchi, do you?
Nope.
I then at 10 a.m. have negotiation training. Interesting. And he like takes note of it. Also, like you can see like he has like a little notepad up and he's like taking notes. And he's like, "And we
Somehow I
all
knew
have
you knew how to read.
lunch." It seems. 12 p.m. I have lock picking 101.
I think we have the same schedule at this point.
We might. It's interesting. It's what he said, right? And then I have world politics, which it looks like Lyrics in that. Connor's in
Why
that.
is Lyric in world politics?
Probably to
Because I'm a well-traveled
actually.
man.
More so
Mm.
probably because nomad and don't know the laws of this land, as nor do I.
Exactly. And
Wait,
then
we have to
I
learn
have.
laws?
Wait, I thought we weren't reading our schedules to each other.
You can read them to each other.
Oh,
More so,
okay.
I just don't want you guys to just all send the photos because that's boring.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
No, that's
Communicate.
fair.
Like, though that is the most efficient way, that's not the most fun way. We're here to have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
No, I feel that.
audience won't know.
I'll send the
And
audience my
then-
So we just
photos.
explained it.
Wow.
and then pre-med training.
Wait,
I
that's
have.
Same schedule.
I think everyone has pre-med at the end. It looks like.
Interesting.
Why do we need
Oh,
pre-med? Wait a
So you
second.
can help
Everyone.
your ally if they get hurt. Why else?
Hang on. Hear me out, okay? Let's say one of you is like losing a lot of blood, right? And the only one around who can help is Lyric. Do you take Lyric's help?
I feel like this is going to be insulting, and I don't know why, Sanji.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Eric, do you know how to stop bleeding? Very
Well,
simple.
he will after this.
I know how to stop bleeding. You put pressure on.
Oh wow.
Very good.
I've been
See?
doing.
That's at least the start.
Look,
Okay.
I've been doing this a while. You know.
I
I'm
was
not.
gonna say, like,
I,
geez, that's
it's,
Okay.
especially for nomad that don't have doctor. You have to know the basics. Come on now, that's insulting.
exactly.
I guess Lyric
In
has always been
Sanchi's
good at-
defense, Lyric has not exactly been the most credible
Doctor.
to these kinds of things.
Yeah.
That's not.
He can't even
Socket, why are
read.
you wounding me so much tonight?
Sorry, Lyric.
It's not intentional.
I'm just saying, I mean, doctors, pre-med students probably should know how to read.
Well, that's what I'm going to learn there for. You,
Do you just not know how to
Sanchi?
read Common?
I can only read Dwarven.
Oh, okay. We'll just need a dwarven textbook for you.
Right.
That's not too hard.
They'll probably translate everything.
Do dwarves
Yeah,
have
they
the
should.
same
Quick question.
constitution?
Speaking of reading and everything, do these words go left to right like in Dwarven, or do they go up and down like, what are they called?
Commons?
Left to right.
Left to right? Alright.
Yes.
Anyway, does anybody have a negotiation training at 10?
Yep. You're
Negotiation.
with me, Spheres Lyric. You
I don't have that at 10.
No.
I have whatever the hell this says.
He has stealth skills at 10.
Wait a
Ah.
second. I have stealth skills at 9.
Well. And then Connor has the same schedule, it looks like, as Lyric, so they must be at the same level of competency, which is fitting. You just see Wade
know
like
why,
trying to
but I
comfort
feel like-
Connor. He's like, I was always bad at school. It's just so sad. And Wade's like, it's okay. I have an advanced
You did your
stealth course
best.
at 9 a.m.
Me too.
Wade like kind of chimes. And then enhanced hacking at 10.
Oh,
You like
no.
bigger guns? No?
That one is me.
Back again, Stockheim.
What's
Yes, I
Again.
get rid of you.
what's hacking? Like with an
Uh,
axe?
No.
It's when
Computer.
you chop things up with meat.
Points at the computer
what?
screen. Computer.
What is this?
Computer.
Huh?
Wait,
learn all
do you
about
actually
it.
know something? You don't know something I don't know? That makes you stupid too, Sanchi.
Shit.
We all have things we are good at, and we all have things that we are bad at. That's
No, I think I only have things I'm good at. It's my whole thing. I don't know what I don't know what I could be if I'm not good at something.
It's okay. I have a whole class on advanced persuasion techniques, but we all know I'm persuasive. As Wade just like winks.
I would do anything for wait,
I
and
don't
then
have
looks at Connor.
advanced.
Come on.
I don't have advanced persuasion. I just have basic negotiation.
Mm.
That's probably because you do not use your words to get what you want. You use your fists.
Well, words are just so
Yeah,
inefficient, you know.
Which
That's
means that you're not as good
conversation.
as talking.
I
Wait.
tell people the obviously correct thing. They choose not to understand me. What am I supposed to do?
Convince them otherwise.
With my fists.
Without fists. Without death.
Look, I'm just.
I don't know. I think I'm with Sanchi on this one.
I'm just a girl known for her efficiency. It's not my
If
problem.
Kill
if people-
everyone in your way, there will be no one left, and then you can't rob them.
That's fine. Then there will be no one in my way.
Then there's no one to feed you. There's no one to farm. There's no one to make clothes. You can't just kill everyone.
Like,
She's an owl. She'll just hunt.
yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Look, I'm never going to make a big enough dent in the population to where there's not anyone to make food.
Is that your logic? What if they're all scared of you?
Mm,
So,
I'm not that scary. My husband doesn't seem to think so.
That's because he's the one person you wouldn't chop with an axe unless the guild told you to.
My ghost friend doesn't think I'm scary.
Why are they a
they're
ghost,
ghosts,
Sanchi?
and he does that.
They're a ghost because I did them a favor.
And what was the favor,
Them?
Sanchi?
Well, I got them their freedom.
From life.
What kind of
Them?
freedom, Sanchi?
Well, yeah, but I mean, look, we all came out of it better for the experience.
Sanchi, ghosts normally stick around when they have unfinished business. That doesn't sound like freedom.
My husband and him literally play chess on the weekends. He's
Okay,
clearly
are
very
you-
content.
Are you saying you did not have any good times in prison? You could still have good times while being a prisoner.
Look, he's more free now than he was before. He's literally happy.
I think he's dead.
Are they
Well,
a
yes,
ghost
but-
or a guardian? Because guardians are different.
No, spooky ghost.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think that's what he likes. I think he's happy being spooky.
Does he watch you while you sleep?
I mean,
Oh.
I did
He's got
have a
his own
friend who
life.
said their whole life goal was to become a ghost, so I guess I can see it.
Yeah.
Cough, cough,
Yeah,
Tori,
that's a very
cough.
similar situation.
I was gonna say, damn familiar. I'm breaking the meta so much I'm in my own campaign.
Damn.
As my
I already have-
side character.
Where do I have my backstory sheet?
Get it together. Wade like stretches and then just like skips over to like Sakin is looking at his schedule and he's like, "Oh, you're a
Can I
smart
help
one,
you?
Sakin.
Found it.
What makes you say that?
You got such interesting classes. They sound
don't-
advanced, except for the pre-med with the rest of us."
We got.
I don't know. I have weight training later.
Yeah, we all get that some way, shape, or form.
That's just
But
fun.
you're muscular as he like squeezes your arm. It's like you're muscular.
You always gotta touch me.
That's what I do.
Can I touch you?
No.
No.
Touches.
It's like, no, but you have like that. Oh, that's so cool. You have classes back to back, I imagine, in the gym, right? With flexibility and body and mind.
I don't know if that's what that means.
That feels like a class for me. Can I trade?
I don't know.
What
I
do
think
you have
they.
to trade?
Can I spectate this
He
class?
just kind of looks over.
Then again, I'm already quite flexible. Like puts her, like does the ballerina pose with her foot over her head.
Lyric looks at her, looks over at Spears and says, "Spears, I need you to knock me up soon."
He's like, "Isn't that like your sister?"
Oh, my daughter, I don't really know. But he like whispers that really quietly to Spears.
Spears
I
is
will-
horrified.
Silence going over there and put her hands on his shoulders and look him in the eye. We are not related. You remind me of my family, okay? But still, not interested.
I don't want to tell you to knock me out. If you want to say something weird, not used to being, what's the word, tame.
I mean, I'm flattered by comments, but just so you know, the answer is going to be no.
Oh, don't worry, I won't try. Look, there's already 3 people here who I've already walked up the wrong tree on. I'm not gonna keep trying.
I don't believe that.
Besides, what are you talking about, Stocky? And you haven't given me the cold shoulder yet.
You're working your way there, buddy. As he just like rests his
He's
head
already
on
been there.
Sakine's shoulder.
Why?
He's just chilling. He's just totally messing. He's like, "Calm down, Mr. Leader Man," as he like steps away. It's okay, Sakine. You're allowed to say you're smart. You
Think
earned it.
In what way?
Well, they apparently see you as a leader. That's why you got the class for it, yeah?
I think they view leadership in a different way. But sure.
Mm. And what if they do appoint you?
Two. What?
The leader. Someone's got to manage the team, yeah?
I don't think there's managing for this team. Why do you think they gave us 2 leaders?
I'm pretty sure it's just better to point us in a direction and we'll just fuck whatever he wants up while he probably does the smaller things.
Mm. Well, Stalkeen,
Well, what?
you didn't answer.
Why? Why should I?
Be the leader?
No.
Answer?
That's my answer. I would not.
Ah.
You can all manage yourselves. You seem to get on just fine.
Spears
about
just
that.
like looks to the side like, this is fine. this
I think-
I don't think any of you would want me as a leader anyway. It makes no sense.
It's probably because
Well-
you're calm-headed and rational. You can think through things without letting your anger get in the way or other distractions.
But I mean, if you
Unless
don't
you're
know
strong
how
enough to lift a person and use him as a shield. I'm not gonna let that go.
And get strong enough to take a hit. Jeez.
maybe just
Yeah, honestly, Lyric, that one was more on you. You let me use you as a shield. You could have fought back.
I didn't let
Aw.
you use me as a shield. I was half unconscious, you twit.
Back in my monastery, there was a whole 3 months where all you did was get hit in the stomach. That way you could keep going. I'm glad you did not have that training. It's not fun.
They all just
Look, I'm
look at
just
you like, "What the
saying,
hell?"
this guy's strong.
And with that, the door opens. And good old your favorite, Commander Quantum, comes back in.
They flips him off.
V Gates.
Hello, all
Okay.
of you.
Hello, all
Well,
of you.
Hope
are you
you're
all
having a good
ready to
day.
meet your major?
I guess.
Fantastic. And he starts to lead you out. And with that, we're going to go on a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back at 9:18.
Good, I need to pee.
Alrighty.
well.
Let
Oops.
us get back into it. So where we left off, good old RQ, good old Rylan Quantum, Commander Quantum, is like, all right, it is time.
Wait,
So
what's
you
his
all
first
are
name?
walking down the hallways to go meet your major. And as you all are walking there, like, he sheepishly finally states, he's like, did you guys have any questions about the classes, or are you all good?
Who's teaching these?
Are your people aware of what my teammates are aware of in that? Hey, Swansea, do you just want to say this?
Sorry, what? Say what?
Never mind. I can't read. I
Oh,
can't read
oh
common.
yeah. Are your people aware that this guy here can't read English?
It's
Yes,
fine.
thank you. Thank
Team
you.
15 will be able to handle it, or we have translators. So, are you able to read any language?
Dwarven, that's it.
We have that programmed already, so your classes will be fine.
All right.
Then why did you give him the schedule in common?
I guess I forgot to print off the Dwarven.
I mean, I don't know if he's expected to know that Lear only knows Dwarven. The man's been on paternity leave.
Thank you.
Yes.
My
Put some respect on Quantum's
experience
name.
with these guys,
On
they are
RQ.
often more prepared.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Lyric
mine
just
too,
kind
but
of stares at Quantum.
He's like, honestly, I could have sworn I gave it to him in Dwarven. Oops.
oops.
And he just continues on. And he's like, if it's such a fuss, he like reaches into his coat pocket and he's like, I handed you the wrong one. And he hands you one in Dwarven. And he's just like, there you go.
I'll keep them both, because I probably should none, right? Right? Never mind.
Who's got the time? Where's the
Well,
major?
Us.
And as you guys walk into the room, he then opens the door and he kind of like ushers you all in first. And as you all are entered into the office ahead of you, you notice there's a like tall woman standing there, 5'9", light blue skin, very long purple ponytail, and just wearing like some usual getup that you've kind of seen around here. Like crop top, yellow, the usual. Big old baggy cargo pants with some yellow combat boots. And she doesn't look too old or anything, but Lyric and Silith, you guys notice immediately. You just get this weird sixth sense as you immediately notice that she is also Kalishtar. And she looks
Hey,
over and smiles, and she's like, thank you, RQ. That'll be all. Please close the door now. And he just sighs and closes the door, like almost like if he could slam the automatic door, he would, but he can't. And then she looks at all of you. She's like, "Welcome to base 2. Take a seat. Take a seat. Let's talk about it." As she like sits on her desk and waits for you all to take a seat
It's on or at?
on her desk.
Hey!
She's the cool one.
I'm gonna sit on the coffee table, crisscross applesauce.
Let's go. Yep.
Uh,
I'll sit on the ceiling.
Okay.
Nick is just gonna sit Indian style directly where they are and look up at her.
All right.
And I do the pick at my feathers with my beak thing while I'm up there.
Yep. Go for it. And then like Spears just sits in a chair. Wade and Connor take the couch. Stakeen, are you gonna sit?
Stocking will stand. But he's like behind. Is there space? Because I'm assuming
Yeah.
there's like
There's like other
space
chairs.
behind the chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sakine's just gonna kind of stand behind the chair, like kind of grasp, holding the chair for balance, and just kind of leaning forward.
All right. So how are you guys liking it? How'd you like your tour?
Box
Gonna-
smell.
Eh.
I was promised booze.
Mm-hmm. She's just like has one of her like a face in one of her hands. She's like, yes. So the drinking that will happen on Saturdays, limited, of course, because you guys are still convicts to an extent. Sorry. And ultimately, what's going to kind of happen and how your schedule's going to go down. A typical recruit is here Monday through Friday, and they have classes those days, and then on the weekends they're allowed to go home to their family. Simple as that. But with you guys kind of being convicts, sorry, ultimately you guys have a Sunday to Friday schedule. So on Sunday, while you won't have classes, you're going to have a nice usual catch up meeting with me. There's going to be a few tests involved. We're going to take you down to the med bay, make sure you're still good and nice and healthy. We don't want anything happening to you guys. You guys are very precious people here.
Mhm.
And overall, then Monday through Friday, you have classes. And then Saturdays is when you guys get your allowance. You are able to go out throughout the city of Florentine. You guys will have a chaperone. And even if you lose track of your chaperone or your chaperone somehow loses track of you, no worries. That's already covered. Ultimately, we're not going to like take a chance that you go. But we also are aware of your guys' background, and with that, there's a few stipulations to when you guys go out. More importantly, we want you to go out in your common clothes, not in your military uniform. And again, I know that seems silly because you guys have probably already read you have a press conference on Friday, so your face is going to kind of be all over the news, anyways. But plain clothing just kind of, makes you blend in a little bit better to an extent. And the biggest thing is you are not allowed to communicate with anyone you spoke to before you went into the jail. Do I make myself clear?
But I have a husband.
Sucks to suck, gal. Sorry. Can't talk to him.
How long is this gonna be the case?
So as of right now, your guys' training lasts about a month. Depending on where you guys are at in a month, you then will start your task, your actual mission that you guys are here for, and job. And depending on when that concludes, if everything's concluded long term, you either can stay here and have all the benefits and be a normal recruit, be assigned to an official team, not just, the recruit team, which is Team 17 right now. But you can either stay and just, get a house, everything pretty much handed to you, and then live your life as a normal free citizen, or afterwards you then could, depending on how everything goes, you should be good to definitely kind of go back to a normal stable life. If you didn't want to be enlisted, then you don't have to be, um from my understanding, but that also is not fully my decision.
Whose
Who's
decision is it then?
That's in base 1
See.
or base 2 for clarification.
right? How many
I
bases
find
are
us
there?
the fun bus. 3. One in each city. There's one in Cuckoo, there's one here in Florentine, and then there's one in Benedict. Benedict is top brass. As you know, they kind of do, in my opinion, from what I've heard, very boring paperwork. Then you have ours, which is honestly kind of the best. I was previously on Team 10 before I was assigned this team. And then there's base 3. That is mainly just your standard police force of all of the towns and villages and cities and whatnot.
So
They're the grunt work.
I notice on the schedule, our schedule ends at 2. What do we do after 2?
after 2, you guys kind of have the day to yourselves. But mostly you're on base, so you can do additional studying. It's really just kind of up to you guys. We left the classes end a little early because usually new recruits will, if they were usual recruits, they would already know what team they're going to be assigned to. And so they would usually be doing some additional work with them or getting to know those on their team. But you guys are a little different. So you guys just kind of have the rest of the day to yourself to do any additional trainings or
What
networking.
What are the teams?
Yeah. So we have currently in this building, we have 10 to 18 here. The lower the number, the better, aka the higher up you are. So like Benedict, base 1 has 1 through 9, we have 10 through 18, and then 19 to 28 is out in Cuckoo.
I wanted to be
But-
1. You know, 1's my
Nah.
favorite number.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you have a 1 in 17.
Well, yeah, I also have a 1 in 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to work up to 10, I think it'd be a very interesting team for you to go on.
Is that just 'cause you're on it?
No. Currently, I'm on Team 17 now, but
I thought you said
you
you
know,
were in Team 10.
my goal, I was on Team 10. And then instead of getting promoted to base 1, they wanted me to take over this team. Because, you know, y'all are kind of important, especially with your first mission after basic training.
Why are we important?
My favorite question from my favorite person. So, you all are important because, of course, Top Brass is like, oh, we have an issue. And so, your first mission, in all reality, after your basic training, hold on, let me think. Am I allowed to say this now? The warden didn't tell you anything, right?
Fine. And if he did?
She's my sister, the warden from the
Oh.
jail. But don't worry, it's by marriage, not blood. No worries.
I was gonna say she's not.
Yeah, you guys have different vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
She was married into the family. It's a whole ordeal. But, you know, big, long family lines and all that mess. But, I mean, the reason why you guys are important is because of the mission you guys are going to be on, which I think is going to be probably a little difficult for you guys, seeing you knew this person. But,
No, it's Tasha.
might as well go ahead and tell.
It's Tasha, isn't it?
No. He's on Team 18. You guys don't even gotta worry about him.
Oh,
You
thank goodness.
shouldn't
I
even
knew
see
that.
him anytime soon.
He's lesser than us. Ah.
Yeah, he's doing what Team 18 does, which, you know, doesn't matter to you guys.
Oh, okay.
But
I guess it's
ultimately,
different
the mission that you guys are going to be having is a little bit of a high priority because it deals with stuff from base 1. Any documents in regards to the incident, I don't have information on, so what I tell you is all I'm allowed to tell you. Alrighty? Can we compromise on that? Cool.
Sure.
I suppose.
Ultimately, you all remember that guy that you guys were with? Kipper, I believe is the name you knew him by.
It clutches his fist. Yep.
Yeah, truly unfortunate circumstance here, but that wasn't his name. He actually was a son of a doctor from base 1 that just kind of, you know, died. And so seeing he's related to base 1, we had no idea that he was related to this doctor that died a little bit ago. And as you know, base 1, any documents are 1000% classified, our favorite word here at the military. So little Quentin Egmont Jr., his real name, I see why he goes by Kipper. But ultimately, he has some secrets he could be telling since he's involved with something that doctor was involved with, I guess. I'm not too sure. But ultimately, that doctor died, and we need to go track him down. But do not fear. As you know, you're like, we need to go track him down. Then why are we wasting our time in a classroom, right? No worries. We have Team 13 doing what Team 13 does best. So don't worry about tracking him down because Team 13's job, they gather information. So they're already on it. They have their own ways and means about doing things. And they're already on it. So you don't
Then
gotta
we
worry
kill?
about it. No, you're not supposed to kill him. You're supposed to capture him alive.
We can hurt him.
If you bring him back alive and conscious, yes.
I can compromise that.
Fantastic. And just so we're all clear, my goal is to get to base 1, and that depends on the success of this mission. So I'm not just doing this for my personal gain. I'm doing it for y'all as well. But I just want you to know that I am here as an ally, not as your boss. Though I am your boss. Okay? Do we all sound good with that?
You're such a you're like millennial.
Mm.
What does that mean?
A little bit. It's more so I'm just not going to be like RQ. RQ's RQ. He's the one that keeps me in line from going too far astray.
In Shurigang,
Yeah?
why was Kipper in jail then? Do we know that at least? Especially under a different name?
That I don't know because honestly, we were expecting him to make the cut and he was going to be on this team and we had no idea about his connection until well, when he left and then everything kind of crashed down. But from what I've gathered, he was just hiding out there. But no official documents, so take it with a grain
Can
of
I ask a, can I ask a, I don't know if this is a dumb question, but I just thought about what I said earlier to insult Tasha. It was supposed to be a step higher than Team 18.
Correct.
Then why isn't Tasha on Team 16? I mean,
Tasha's
as much
better
as I hate to
fit
admit it.
for Team 18.
So what do? Do they just go commit genocide or something?
No, they do not. So usually Team 17 is a revolving team anyways, but as of now, it's a current official team. Team 17 is usually our new recruits.
So if we do this mission, are we going with you to 1, or are we just going to 16, or are we staying here?
Oh, no. So, ultimately, my career path is much different than you guys. If you guys choose to stay with the military after completing everything, which is past catching Kipper, there's a few other things I think they have in the works, but as of right now, this is the first mission and the first one that's fully solidified. Everything else, you're going to hate it when I say this, classified, but as of now, the mission is to capture down Kipper, figure out what information he has, aka another one of our teams. So actually, I think it goes up to base 1 at that point. He gets taken in, and then we move on to the next phase of this team. But after everything's said and done, and you guys complete the full duration of what they have planned for you in this team, then you can decide you either want to leave the military or have your life fully nice and cushion and you stay in the military and then you'll get assigned to an official team.
So, but until the time we're allowed to skedaddle if we want, are you going to be our leader, but only, or just until the end of this mission?
Nope, I'm with you guys full term.
All right, I'm set. Oh,
The
captain, my
very end.
captain, or whatever.
Unless I die or something, but you know, hopefully not.
What?
Would be a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully,
Mhm.
nowadays I'm in a nice, cushy office, so nothing really goes wrong here, which is
Oh.
boring.
Mm-hmm.
Did you by
That's
chance go on
still
paternity leave?
No, that was our cue. I'm also a
okay,
woman.
yeah, you're probably safe then.
Yeah.
What the hell is paternity, anyways?
Fatherhood.
Oh,
Paternal, maternal.
wait, he's a
Father and
dad?
mother.
Yes. Did he
Ay,
not
ay,
talk
ay.
about his newborn? That's all he ever
Yeah?
talks about.
Yeah?
He loves that
So,
kid to death. It's so sweet.
so reason with me real quick, because everyone wants to give a runaround and say they don't know, but obviously on the news it's talking about Project Egg and gene therapy and us.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
the fuck
saw
is going
that.
on with that?
Oh my goodness.
The three
Benedict
headlines of the.
Bulletin is so crazy. No,
So
you
That
guys
something
have.
to do with our gods?
Sorry? Do you
Uh, he
believe
doesn't
in
understand
gods?
genes.
Ah, okay. Oh, bless your heart. But, as of now, you guys have no connection with it. The press is gonna run with whatever the press wants to run with. As of now, your guys' mission is to gather Kipper, because we don't know what Team 4 was doing in Base 1. So if Team 4 was dealing with the 3GG gene, then we have no idea. They kept that stuff lock and key on what he was doing. Because trust, I asked, I was like, well, why are we caring about this guy? Why does he matter? He left. And they're like, he's the son of the doctor. The doctor died under mysterious circumstances. Something happened. And from there, I was just like, okay, so you want me to like embridle these people to capture a dude they just knew? And they're like, yes. So here I am telling you, our goal is just to capture him so that way, he actually, is brought, because who knows what he has. If he was in hiding at the jail, he was hiding from something or looking for something, who knows. But that's just kind of how I think naturally with my training. So I went from team 13 down to team 10 pretty quickly, and both of them work very much together. So,
Prisoner at one point?
was I a prisoner?
Did you? Yeah, did you end up enter like we did, or were you normal?
No, I wasn't normal per se. No, I wasn't necessarily normal, but not like you guys normal. I have a long history with the military, I guess, or at least my family does. So, it was just kind of, I was a brat. An army brat through and through. It's been in the family for a while and pretty much expected of me.
Mm.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you guys are already dealt with like base 3, so the jail and all of that, because that's all run under base 3. But yeah, it should be a big change, a more positive change. Hopefully, we have better food, from what I hear. My sister is like uptight though. I think her and RQ would be like the best couple. They're both insufferable, but you gotta love them.
And they're both taken already.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if my sister's still dating someone though.
I thought you married into your family.
She did. But
What happened?
I don't know.
I mean, she's in the military. Take a bet.
My brother's a weird one, let's just say that. But regardless. Yeah, no. So did you guys have anything else you kind of needed to know? Or you guys feeling good?
When do classes start?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Oh, let's go.
You all like your schedules?
Yeah, sure.
Going to be attending any of the classes just to peek in or anything?
If I'm not bogged down with meetings and I can escape RQ.
can I swap out lock
I like
picking
this
for
one.
stretching?
No, you have lock picking for a reason. No worries. Gotta have backups of everything.
Backups.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen once you guys get out there. So they want to
mean-
train people in multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
I already know how to lockpick.
Yeah. They want you to hone the skill, though. We want you to better the skills you do have and then gain new ones. Take it as an easy class, then.
Yes. Also, I see there is no comment on my schedule.
Mm. Seems like you know it pretty well.
I mean, so do I, but I can't read it.
No worries. Everything. We got top of the line stuff here. You want to translate on command, it pretty much does it.
Wait a minute, Silent, you can't read?
No, I can read.
Then why do you need common?
Because most people don't know I know common. I try not to make it obvious. You literally told I
Lyric
forgot
thought he
that.
had something else in common.
I read
Ah.
Common, Quarry, Abyssal, and Celestial, so I do like my books.
Got a whole library. So. More so, you'll be best friends with Team 15. They're the teaching staff.
Am I allowed to take extra classes if I want? Do y'all have evening classes?
Uh, we don't have evening classes per se, but right now you guys are the only new recruits in. So Team 15 is going to be kind of bored anyways. So if you want to go harass your teachers about it, go for it. I never liked them because I got Team 14 and Team 15 are always bickering about like, no, we're more important. No, we're more important. It's silly. They practically do the same job, except not at all. It's like they don't understand their jobs, you know?
No.
I don't know what the hell you just said.
Team 15 is all about, the teaching. They're their teachers. They're going to be your coaches and all that. Team 14, oh, I guess I can't tell you what Team 14 does. But in short, it's similar, but there's a reason why they're above the teachers.
Research versus education would be my guess. Both are
She
furthering
kind of
knowledge.
shrugs. She's like, I think they're more fixated both on that they just have their nose in a book or a computer all day.
Is that hacking thing you guys were talking about earlier?
No. That's a different team. But they're also housed here. See, I told you, we have all the fun ones. I'm just not allowed to tell you about any of them.
Which
'Cause
But if we
teams are
find them
fun?
out and about,
They might talk about it if you're authorized, but
Is there anyone here we need to avoid?
no, because the only team you would need to avoid is secluded already, so you're good.
Team 18.
Bingo.
Are they all kept in crates?
No.
Oh, so Tasha's just that scary to you guys too, huh?
Yeah. He's not necessarily scary, like I could take him. But
That's
it's
all.
more so it was best to just not take the flight risk. Because I know RQ would just let him go, I feel.
Can
I feel
RQ
bad.
take him?
Yeah. RQ can eat. That guy's insane. But we
Wait, for
worked for a
real?
very long time. Yeah, we worked a long time together on Team 10. Long time. But overall, today's his first day back from paternity leave. He don't care enough today. And I'll just give him that. It sucks. He was happy at first, and then I told him what he was doing. The happiness left 5 minutes. Lasted 5 minutes, but,
Why?
Eh, I may or may not have, like, told the top brass to put him on it. They wanted to put someone else, and I didn't like the other person, so I convinced them to cut his paternity leave short and him come in
Wow.
to do this.
I really like this one.
That's kind of fucked up.
She'll fit right in with us.
It
No, she
listen,
won't.
the other guy, there's nothing wrong with the other guy. Don't get me wrong. But the other guy, we're kind of like rivals. Like, I would know he would want to run the show, and RQ doesn't want to run the show. RQ just wants to keep me in line because he knows that's his job. It's been his job for years. We've worked together for years. We know each other. And RQ does my paperwork, which is why it's everywhere right now. And that's why I was in so many meetings. Because I didn't do it.
Man's got a
Because he
child
was
and
gone.
man is spending like his life with his kid.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna see him again.
No, he'll be fine. RQ goes home every weekend. So, it's all good. I'm happy for him nonetheless. So be nice to him, guys. Don't be mean to him. Though he's a little stuck up. Though he's a little bit of a stuck up and all of that other mess. Let me tell you right
You
now.
realize who you're talking to?
I am. And that's why I'm saying it. Just be nice to him. Don't give him too hard of a time. Give him a hard time, but don't give him too hard of a hard time. Okay?
I was being nice to him. I'm not gonna lie.
Ultimately, he's a good guy and he's in the same boat as me. We're both your ally here. He's just doing his job and he does it more boring than me. Because I'm a bit more,
Exciting.
interesting. I don't know. I still
Both
get
can be
my
true.
work done and I'm skilled. So they kind of just, take it. Except for base one. But they want me there. But they're like, you need to be more like RQ. So, they want me to do the paperwork. And I don't know how to do it. I just ask my ancestors and hope for the best. But, this is what it is. But yeah, so pretty much you guys have the rest of the day to do whatever you want. I'll be in here. RQ should be outside the door and lead you all right back to your little corridor. And then if you guys want to go leave and get food from the cafeteria, you're not allowed to leave the base. Sorry, you're stuck here for Sundays. This Saturday will be the first day you guys get to get out, but overall, you're free to kind of roam the base for today. Any questions?
Are there quiet hours?
I mean, most people sleep at night, so don't go too crazy. But honestly, this place is so big, it doesn't matter. We organized it to where if someone's like, I can't sleep, and they go to the gym, they're not going to wake someone up.
Is there
So,
somewhere where I am okay to practice my loot?
yeah. Anywhere
There's
that's
no-
not near the sleeping quarters, I would imagine.
Okay.
I see no harm in it.
Just wanted to check.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I'll say this so that way you guys can at least prepare for it or at least feel very invigorated throughout your first week of training. Your first test on Sunday, yeah, we're sparring, so be excited, okay?
Okay.
Fantastic.
Do we know who we're sparring against?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Because
you,
that was gonna be a surprise.
one-on-one versus me.
Hmm.
And you can take Tasha.
Yeah.
We're gonna get our asses kicked.
Challenge
You
accepted.
might.
Look, I've only accepted when one woman can kick my ass all the time, and she threw a rock at me. And yeah, it's you. I
That's
don't need a
me.
second woman that can kick my ass all the time, anytime I think about it.
Well, think of it this way. As long as you don't become a human shield again, I think you'll be fine.
That was really funny. I was laughing.
One-on-one, it's hard to be a human.
You saw
shield.
that?
Yeah, I watched. I'm the one that gave all the notes to my sister.
How does it feel, Lyric?
Lyric just kind of like turns around and walks behind Spears, even though I'm pretty sure Lyric is taller than Spears, and just kind of like stands there.
Bakib is just kind of watching it out of the corner of his eye, and he's like smirking the entire time. That's what I thought.
Goodness gracious.
Should've-
Well, regardless, I had my eyes on you all from the jump, so you know. Was really excited to see you all make it through. You all seemed like the most promising. Though, I will say my underdog, I was really rooting for that really pissed off turtle guy, Franklin or whatever. His trade skills would have been great, but, you know, losing a
He
foot and
just
such.
seems like a liability, though, if he's so angry all the time.
Exactly. It's probably
I
what
think
did
he
him
got what he
in.
deserved.
I
But-
mean, if you want to feel close to him, I have his feet.
Did you pack those to bring him?
I put them on the table. From out my purse.
On her table, like on her desk, like right next to Science.
Yes. Well, I mean, I have to fly down from my ceiling perch, but
Yeah. And she just looks up, she goes, oh boy. Yeah, don't do that again in front of RQ.
I mean, this wasn't in front of our queue.
No. Definitely don't do it in front of him, though.
I mean, I didn't plan to. This is just a. This guy's being a real dick.
Yeah?
So,
Yeah.
speaking of feet removal, is it going to be okay for us to casually kill gods? Not that I want to, but like, say one really pisses off Sanchi again. What would she be in trouble if she took more feet?
Yeah. This isn't
Sorry,
a
Sanchi.
prison.
Look,
Listen.
I did nothing wrong.
As of today, the only guards you really have to worry about are the ones that are blocking the entrance and exits for you guys. Other than that, you guys are one of them.
I'm assuming violence is to be kept to sparring then.
Yes.
Looks at Lyric at least.
Yes.
Glares at Lyric and Sanchi.
There's
Hey,
a
hey.
sparring room in the off of the quarters of the gym that you all will be able to use if you want to spar each other, just
Oh.
with your free time.
Consensual violence only. Got it?
Yes.
I'm actually not that big of a violent person. I just.
Scheisse.
Excuse me.
Also,
I.
I'll spar with anyone anytime. It's kind of fun. It's like a dance. You can hit each other.
Truly.
Oh, whatever.
Well, with that being said, I gotta go do this paperwork, and you guys get to go and have a nice, relaxing rest of your day if you guys had no other questions.
You need any help
right?
with paperwork?
I don't think we caught your name. Are we just supposed to call you Major?
Ah! See, I knew you were a sister like that. But yeah, no, my name is Major Ilara Omelet. Nice to meet y'all.
Omelet.
And that is where we end tonight's session. Thank you,
I'm
everyone, for
Definitely
coming.
gonna remember her name.
How do I spell her name?
I got you. I got
Like,
you.
no,
I got you.
I got her first. Shit.
Try again.
Try again.
Like it's not gonna
There
be
you
spelled
go.
correctly. That's all I
There
know.
you go. But yeah, no, I hope everyone had a grand old time here. Of September for our usual campaign nights.
Ew, it's almost
Um,
summer already.
I know,
I
it's
know, right?
wild, isn't it?
hate it.
This week, stream wise, we're not here tomorrow because we busy. Sorry. I know it's been a while, but we'll be back soon. Life is just picking up. And then on Friday,
Friday.
we have some Skyrim.
Yeah.
And then, you'll find out more what we're doing next week on Friday. So, with that being said, questions, comments, concerns, go like all of our social medias. We got a bunch of stuff up on YouTube, including the recap, the nice prologue recap, season finale, talk, tell all,
We don't
buffoonery.
have that.
We will have that here soon, hopefully soon. But yeah. Anyhow, everything's caught up. Toodaloos, folks.
Peace
Bye.
out.
Bye.